Hello students. Today we are going to start with fourth unit of banking law practice, that is opening and operating customers account. In this fourth unit we are going to talk about types of accounts, special customers. Who are the special customers of bank? Minor, joint accounts, partnership firms, companies, trust accounts, executors and administrators, and we are going to discuss closing of customers account. What is the procedure for closing customers account? So all these topics we are going to discuss in this fourth unit, opening and operating customers account. So banker is a borrower. When banker is a borrower, so when banker receives the deposits from the public, when people at the time of opening the account in their name, they deposit their money with the banker. At that time, the banker is a borrower. So when the customers want to open the account in the bank, it is a special contract is created between these two parties. So when a customer opens an account in the bank, it's a contractual relationship between these two parties is created. And because of this contractual relationship, both the parties will have certain rights and duties towards each other. So opening a bank account is a special type of contract. And this contract creates contractual relationship between banker and customer. So therefore, at the time of opening an account, the banker carefully inquires about respectability, reliability and responsibility of customer, and then only banker allows that customer to open an account with the bank. The customers who come to the bank will not have the same mental and physical capacity. So mental capacity and physical capacity or physical status of those customers may be different. As the relationship between banker and customer is contractual, every person who is competent to contract can open an account. So by way, when a customer opens an account with the bank, it is created by way of an agreement between the parties. As if there is a contract, the contract between both the parties has been created. So therefore, a person who is a competent to contract as per the law, only that person can open an account in the bank. But the contractual capacity of the people will be different. So the contractual capacity of minor, lunatics means a person of unsound mind, and married women have some restrictions. So as per the Indian Contract Act, the contractual capacity of minor, lunatic, married women have some restrictions. Therefore, the banker has to take special precautions in addition to usual precautions. So usually whenever a banker allows a customer or allows a customer to open an account of that customer, he has to inquire about reliability, respectability of that customer. But when the customer has to open an account by special open an account for special customers like minors, lunatic, married women, they have to take certain special precautions when such people want to enter and want to open an account with the bank. So banker before and after opening a bank account in the name of these incapable persons, banker has to take extra precautions when such people want to open an account with the bank. These customers are called as special customers of the banker. And who are the special customers of the bank? Whose mental physical status will be different. Minor. Second, lunatics. Lunatics means a person of unsound mind. The mental capacity of these persons will be different from other people. Drunkards. Drunkards means a person who is under the influence of heavy intoxication. Married women, to a certain extent, Indian Contract Act restricts the authority or power of entering into contract of these married women. Pardanashin women, so women of certain community have to follow Parda system. Pardanashin women, illiterate person, joint stock company, partnership firm. So partnership firm, joint stocks company account can be opened in the name of these. But they are called as legal person. They will not have physical presence, but they will have legal personality. Trustees, executors and administrators, cooperative societies, local authorities, joint accounts, clubs, associations and educational institutions, agents, and Hindu undivided families. So account can be opened in the name of all these 16 parameters or points which we have discussed. And when accounts are opened in name of any of these, the banker has to take extra care. Therefore, these are called as special customers of bank. Now, amongst these special customers, we have to discuss about minor, joint accounts, partnership firms, companies, trust accounts, executors and administrators only. We are not going to discuss as per your syllabus. We are not supposed to discuss about all other these 16 points, but we are going to cover only 5 to 6 points from these. Now, first we will start with minor. Now, who is a minor? The person who has not attained 18 years of age is called as a minor. As per Indian Majority Act, a person who is below 18 years of age is called as a minor. If any guardian is appointed to protect the property of minor, then minority extends up to 21 years of age. So usually the person who is below 18 years of age is considered as minor, but if to safeguard the property of that minor, guardian is appointed. In case of that minor, his minority extends up to 21 years of age. He will be considered as major only after he completes 21 years of age and not 18 years. As per Indian Contract Act 1872, minor is not capable of entering into valid contract. So as per Indian Contract Act, minor is incompetent to contract because it is considered that minor is a person who is unable to judge what is correct or what is wrong or what is right for him. For that purpose, he is considered as incompetent to enter into contract. And if minor enters into contract, that contract is not a contract at all, as it is invalid contract. So as per Indian Contract Act, if minor enters into contract or agreement, that agreement is not valid. It will not have any validity as per the law, and that contract is considered as invalid, or it is considered as void contract. Therefore, there are certain risks which are faced by minors creditors as the contract with minor is void. So when the minor enters into contract or agreement, that agreement or contract is called as void. Void means as if it is null, not in existence at all, and such contract cannot be enforced in the court of law. The person cannot take any action against the minor. So therefore, whenever a person gives a credit or creditor of a minor faces certain risks. So what are the risks which are faced by a creditor of a minor due to the point that contract with a minor is void? First, creditor cannot force a minor for repayment of loans. So whenever a creditor has given loan to the minor, for repayment of that loan, creditor cannot take any action against the minor legally. So he cannot go to the court and file a case against minor because that contract will be void and creditor will not have any right to ask for repayment of the loans from the minor. A bill or check given by minor will be totally void. Void means null. Null means as if it is not in existence at all. So if the minor has given any bill or any check, it will not have any value in the eyes of law. If minor gives some property by way of security or mortgage for loan, creditor has no right on such properties. So whenever a minor who is in need of money, he keeps certain movable property by way of a security or immovable property by way of a mortgage with the creditor for taking the loan. Then the creditor will not have any right on such property because minor's agreement is void. Loans granted to minor cannot be enforced against minor when he attains majority. No doubt, when the minor enters into contract or agreement, that contract or agreement is void, not in existence at all. But once the minor attains the majority, he will not be liable for the contracts or agreements which he has done during his minority. Means if the creditor gives a loan to the minor during his minority, but once the after 1 year or 2 year, when the that minor attains the age of majority, at that time also the creditor cannot ask for repayment of that loan, because that loan is already void, that is null, not in existence. Minor's property is liable for necessaries applied to him, but minor not personally liable. So whenever any person supplies a minor with necessaries, minor's property is liable for repayment of those necessaries, but minor personally he will not be liable for that. Thank you. In next class, we will discuss minor's account and what precautions banker need to take when a minor wants to open an account with the banker.